Alright everyone, hey, this is Chris and I'm here to do a quick little review on the Gear Keeper. This thingy right here from Ecollar Technologies, made by Hammerhead. Alright, first let me talk about the construction and the makeup of this. It's made out of plastic. As you can see here, it's got this clasp here and retractable wire right here, retractable cord. Whole thing's made out of plastic, but looks like hard plastic. Very simple construction, very lightweight. This whole thing right here measures about, I'd say about 5.5 to 6 inches, depending on the remote. You add a little bit of length there. It works really well hand in hand if you've got a vest because of the positioning of the rings here. So if you haven't seen my video before about the Herda obedience vest, be sure to check that out. You know how awesome I think this thing is and how I love it. All right, so what are some of the pros, right? Pros are its ease of use, its location, and ease of use. It's not really obstructive. It doesn't really get in the way. Also, it's time saving. If there's anything that I can say about the value of having a gear keeper, is that it saves you time. And as a dog trainer, you know how time is very precious. Okay. So, another thing too is that because it saves me time, it allows me to have freedom of my hands, right? I'll be interacting with my dog. Maybe he's out doing his own thing. I want to recall him. I grab it real quick. Boom, let go. And now my hands are free. Good boy. All right, over here, buddy. See what I'm saying? So it is really good for that purpose. Now, I'm using it. I mainly use it for a remote, but like dog walkers, right? If you have a whole bunch of keys, this is great. If you have a whole boatload of keys, you can get more than one and attach them, and it keeps it organized, right? Keeps it organized. Grab your keys, reach for it, turn the door, bing, right? So what are the other options, right? The other options typically for holding our gear is remotes. With remotes, comes with a lanyard. Lanyards suck. Really nice. I usually I have like a whole, I have a lot of extra ones because I just don't use them. Why? Because they're so obstructive. They're inconvenient. They're annoying. It gets in the way. You ever rock out with your remote on a lanyard around your neck and you're walking with your dog and maybe something causes you that you need to run after your dog or whatever, or you're playing with your dog and it's swinging and dangling and smacking you and smacking your chest. And you're trying to reach for it, but it's swinging this way and you reach that way and it goes that way. Or you're playing with your dog and you're bending over, it smacks your dog right in the head. That sucks. No good. Okay? So, all right? And that takes time. Plus, when you're reaching for it, it draws attention. And you don't really want to draw attention to these things because then there's a good chance that your dog's going to associate. He's going to know, right? Uh-oh, he's grabbing the remote. Now your dog's an angel. Defeats the purpose of using the remote. All right, so the next thing, comes with a belt clip, right? So let's look at the design here, right? This is really good. It's made really well, really tough, really secure, really durable. I have no worries about this breaking. But it's like difficult to use, right? Now, depending on how you use your remote, if you only need to use it seldomly, okay, cool, right? Belt clip, put it on your waist. You only need to use it once in a while, that's fine. But, do you also find yourself needing to hold on to your remote or reaching for it, right? So putting it on your belt and reaching for it, first of all, when I try and put it on using this, look how much I'm struggling with this thing, right? It's hard to catch because it's tough, right? And if I finally do get it on, what if unexpectedly I need to reach for it and I reach for it and I grab it and then it jams up? That sucks. that's time. Oh, sorry, buddy. That's time that I lost, right? Time that I needed. So, downside to the belt clip. Pros to the belt clip, it's convenience right there on your hip. If you don't need to use it that much, you got a dog that's, fully trained and you seldom reach for it, okay, no problem, right? But if you're using it often, right, there's still those extra steps of putting it in, putting it on, and taking it off. Right. So, the other option. What if I got a holster? I don't have to struggle with jamming in it. Well, you know what? With the holster, it's cool, but there's still those extra steps, right? I have to unclip it, I have to put it in, and I have to put it back. With the Gear Keeper, solves all of that, right? Here, out and away. Out and away. Hey, what are you doing, right? Out. My hands are free. Yay, I can play with my dog, interact with my dog. Look, it's not going to smack my dog around in the face. Awesome. Let me see, what else? The Gear Keeper is something that you need for those moments when you aren't prepared, right? For those moments when time is of the essence and, any time spent reaching for your remote and fooling around with it unnecessarily, determines whether a situation turns bad really quick. So that's definitely a plus for me. Right, so what's the moral of my story? Well, it's in all its simplicity. This little contraption right here is great. It just doesn't hold a remote. It just doesn't hold keys. It's not just an accessory, and it's not a need. But what it does do is save you time, right? And if you've done well without it, great. But I guarantee you, if you have one, you won't ever want to be without one once you get it. So, yeah, Oh yeah, moral of my story. It's all in the simple things. These little simple things that we overlook. Gosh, it's awesome. Fido, come. Yay, hands free. All right, everyone, that's it. That's all I got for you. Make sure to leave a comment, subscribe, leave me your thoughts, anything you can think of, any other uses, let me know. I appreciate it. Thanks. All right, so a few things about the Gear Keeper, right? I don't know. A lot of good things about the Gear Keeper.